So, plan today, meeting an investor at the viewing. Then we have got a viewing at 12.
So it's just a matter of getting the volume in, but the right volume, and then yeah, you're getting more investors, more offers accepted, and that's all it is really.
Exactly that.
Watching the master at work.
I've had a call this morning with an investor who's signing up. Based in Saudi Arabia, we've seen a lot of investors at the minute, based over in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, etc., looking to invest, which is quite cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the keys to a property that completes, I think, next week. Completes next week. So we're going to go there, and we've got some filming to do for an ad that we're putting out, because we do quite a lot of ads on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. So we're going to go film an ad there to start utilising, to get in front of more and more investors. Then we have got a viewing at 12, so we're going to go to that. We're also meeting an investor at the viewing. So we've got an investor that's coming meeting us at 2 viewings today, and we're going to grab some lunch as well. You know what we're having for lunch. She's somebody that's paid thousands and thousands and thousands for mentorship for a course. So she's paid all of this money, and yet what she's learned, and she's learning good stuff, but she's still not got the opportunity and the time to prioritise being able to find the right property. So she's come to us, paid a fee to work with us for us to find the right property, but she wants to get a bit more involved. She wants to come to a couple of viewings. She wants to understand the refurb numbers more and more, or better when we get to it. So we're working with her a little bit more than what we usually do, but as I say, she wants to learn as well. So we're going to meet her at the first viewing, then we've got lunch, then we've got another viewing, and we've got, what a day we've picked, eh? Sun is shining today. Just finished up filming an ad at the property. As we were leaving, so someone were parked up, and she asked what we were doing with the property, whether we were moving in, whether we were renting it, like what the situation is. And we told her that it was going to be on rental, probably 2-3 weeks away from completion. And she passed her details over to us because her daughter wants to move in around the area. She lives in the area. Her daughter wants to move in around the area. She currently lives in sort of a bit further out, but paying way more. So what we'll do there is, as soon as that completes, or even before, we'll probably contact them, have a chat with them, put them through the usual process, guarantor, etc. But they sound like they're more than happy to pay the deposit, pay the rent, and move in. So I mean, that would be a very nice and quick, easy. They could probably, to be honest, as soon as we get the keys, we're going to do the garden. Not really anything else. They'll probably move in straight away. So I'm going to let the client know at lunch. I'm going to text him saying that I think we've already found someone to move in, and then we'll have a look at what the rent comparisons should be. Speak to them and try and get that set up. But that'll be pretty nice. Do you know what that is? That is the beauty of buying in these sort of locations. So this, we purchase or we invest mainly just outside of Leeds. So whenever anyone's investing, you should always look at the ripple effect. You should always look at areas just outside the city centre. That's where capital growth is most likely going to be. So with where we are in Castleford, it's just outside, it's accessible to Leeds, a lot of people moving here, which is driving up the price. We're going to see some really good capital growth, but also the tenants, the clientele that we're renting to, everybody knows everyone in these villages. So I mean, even they're just parking up, spending 20 minutes there and having someone basically knock on the door saying, can they rent it from us? Just like that. And what will happen there is we get the keys, they'll move in straight away. We'll be making income from day one, again, as long as they pass all the certain criteria. So that's another reason why we love purchasing in these type of areas. So yeah, that's pretty cool, that was. So that. Very good viewing. So that's an off-market property that's been sent to us. It's a repossession. So we just chatted to the vendor then. Quickly go through the numbers. So we've already got some for it. The refurb's lower than we thought as well, which is good. I think we're looking at, going to have to be around 100 purchase, which is fair. GDV 150, maybe 160, but 150 nonetheless. Refurb, I think we're probably 15 all in. Yeah. I think, depending on the bathroom, 15 all in. So the numbers are really, really strong. And then a rent, 9,950, yeah. 3-bed. So yeah, like that one, we're gonna go to Nando's now, take laptop in, yeah. Just make sure we're confident with the numbers, and we'll put that in front of 2 investors, just to see if there's any movement on the price to confirm it.
A few more today as well, so we'll have 3 more viewings, I think a couple on market, another off market. I think that's definitely a good one. So I think we'll see what we can do end of the day. Get some offers put in today. Hopefully get some accepted by Monday. It's between George and I, we find a lot. So it's about viewing its volume though, isn't it? So just because we don't want to view one and then think, right, that's the one for our investor. It's like, let's view 4 or 5 on the same day, all for one investor, and it's a numbers game. You can put in offers, we're putting in soft offers before, so we know in what region we kind of need to be at anyway. And then when we come to offer, we have 4 good opportunities for this investor. Rather than we just view one property and it might work for them, but again, so they pull out, they want to keep for some reason, or the sale falls through, then we don't have anything. So we're always viewing as many as we can. It's a volume game end of the day. So yeah, fingers crossed though. It's a good one. It would be easy if it was the one we take straight away, because you haven't got to do much more work on that side. But again, if there's not, we've got some more later on we can look at. So
in terms of offers, like we're probably offering on at least 3 a day properties that we'll call up, we'll get the information, they'll come back and put an offer in. Most of them get rejected as obviously, but then we're probably viewing 5-6 a week between us, which has slowed down recently, but about 5-6 a week, and then we come back and then we'll put the official offers in once we spoke to investors, and we're getting probably 1 at least, but 2, we're probably seeing 2 accepted at the minute every week. So
we're not looking at any other property and calling up and putting in like a soft offer and going and put offers in. We know if we do get an offer accepted at the price we go in at, we already know this is going to work for one of our investors, because we kind of build that criteria with them beforehand. So it's just a matter of, again, putting the volume in, but the right volume is targeted rather than just putting in offers for the sake of putting in offers. Building good relationships with agents because of that, because when we do get one accepted, we also then give it to our investor. So we're not kind of putting in offers with an agent, they're happy with us, get an offer accepted, and then we pull out because we don't have the buyer for it. We know that we have a buyer. So for example, the one we just went to, if that does get accepted, we've got an investor ready to take it, and we just build a stronger relationship with that agent. And then that's how we start getting off market deals, getting better properties in the area. So it's kind of a chain reaction a bit, really.
Exactly that. So a bit of a background on Lauren. So Lauren is an investor that signed up with us. She actually signed up for a quite a large company that does training. So we won't name a training company unless she does. Again, not too many bad things, but it's not what you expect. It's not that in-depth, one-to-one, that side of it. So Lauren spoke to Will and I. She didn't want to invest further into the education, because obviously she's doing that, but she wanted a service where a property could be found. What she realised was she couldn't do enough volume with work and stuff like that, but she wanted to invest in and around where she is, which is in between Northwest and Yorkshire, so either them 2 areas. So she came to us and said, look, can you help find me a property, source property, do the end-to-end, hands-off stuff? However, rather than being completely hands-off, she wanted to be part of that, learn a little bit more, come to some viewings, do some in-person stuff, which is fine for us. I mean, we're viewing the properties anyway, so she's a bit late, but she's going to meet us here. We're going to grab some food, have a good chat, and then we're going to head over to a couple of properties with her. I think we're going to do one of the properties and go into a lot more detail, so we'll do that on a separate video. And yeah, she's working with us as an investor, even though she understands, she knows what she's doing, she's part of an education company. She wants our help to outsource that side of it. She understands the quality, the volume, the side of what we do. And although she's got training, she's on that side, she also wants, or she's got that fear of making a mistake. So she wants to work with a company that is out there doing it, working in the volume, has done it themselves. So that's also helped with the conversations. So yeah, when she comes, we'll ask her a few questions, we'll have a good chat, we'll go to a couple of viewings, and then, to say, we'll go to the final property together, and that'll be us for the day. Cool, so trip into that viewing, had a good chat with the estate agent after. She works for a franchise, which is always good because they're self-employed. So we had the chat of saying, if any more properties come up that are like this, let us know before they even go online. Which, yeah, she's asked for a few details from us that we'll send, but she will definitely send us a few, which is good. One of the things that we're looking at in there to understand on the refurb is the electric side. So that property is a probate property, so sadly the lady that owned it has passed away. And what you can see is the electrics haven't been looked at in a while. So for us, that states, 1, because we know the reason for sale, but 2, we're looking at the plug sockets, and you can see with the plug sockets how they were quite low. So it means that they're not up to date, they've not passed the new regulations. So with them, we can tell that probably we're gonna have to spend quite a bit on rewire. So we need to put that into our numbers when we're doing it, as well as a few other things. It's got a back boiler, kitchen needs a bit of an update, although you could get away with doing it a bit cheaper, bathroom needs doing, etc, etc. So we need to shoot to the next viewing and then we'll go over the numbers.
Watching the master at work.
View number 3 done. That was more of a turnkey property that we wanted to go to that needs no works, fully done, ready to go. Don't think we'll move forward with it because GDV is probably 135, maybe 140. And the agent was saying they've got quite a few viewings, quite a lot of people interested. That'll go for best part of 130. So as an investment property, we won't be able to match or beat residential buyers on it. The reason for that one specifically that probably wasn't the best one to go to is because that house was done so nicely already. So a lot of the people that would have been viewing that property are residential people, ready to buy it, ready to move in. With the residential market, it's a lot harder because they're willing to pay more. So one, it costs 10% to pay more, usually first time buyers, so there's no stamp duty, so there is a small additional cost. And people, when they're buying their own home, are purchasing through emotion, not through investment, so the numbers don't mean as much. So there was quite a few people at the viewings, there was more after, there was more before, so that'll go way too much. And it was a really nice property. There was no work needed on that one. So yeah, first one, really good. Repossession, definitely put an offering on that. Got a client already for it, already sent it to him today, so I'll wait for him this afternoon. Second one was also a good property, doesn't need a huge amount of work, but depends on what they're willing to go to. Third one, won't even offer on that one. That viewing was more to just go, see a turnkey, speak to the agent when we were there, because we like to establish relationships, but yeah, we won't be pushing on with that. So now we are heading back to a property in conveyancing. Going to show Lauren around, talk a little bit about the property, the numbers, how we found it, a bit about the back end stuff. Also want to talk about like the refinance stage, the BRR model that we're focusing on for Lauren. So we'll go over that in a bit more information. So we should be here, and I think Will should be here in 10 minutes as well. So yeah, smash that out, and then I think we're done for the day. Been a standard sort of out and about day. 3 viewings. Will's been to 2 viewings down in South Yorkshire. 2 or 3 of these properties are definitely going to be put in front of investors, so need to get them done, get them sorted. So yeah, been a good day on the viewings front. These are the days that I mean, when it's sunny like this, bloody hell, but these are the days that I find the most fun, and out and about, working with investors, getting properties secured and etc. So yeah, if you like seeing content like this where we're out, we're about, I mean, behind the scenes stuff, I guess, like, subscribe, and if you are interested in working with us, whether you want to understand how you do this or done with you, so we can teach and mentor if you want to learn, or if you want us to find your properties, again, there'll be plenty of links in the description. So like, comment, all that bollocks, and I'll see you in the next one.